Hello everyone, how's it going? I'm excited to show you about the project I'm working on, which is diving into the world of streaming injection. And what a streaming injection really means is, moving into, data in motion, processing data in real time. And I've heard about Apache Hudi for a couple of years now, and I felt the right time for me to do a couple of things with some of these technologies. So I'm working with Hudi 0.14.1. Yeah. So, let me show you. I have a couple of Golang microservices. If you look at my Golang here, right? It's kind of a biomedical application that kind of manage treatments and all that. So have this go to microservices when I produce events to it. So if you look at my my Postman, when I put some events to it, it kind of it run on Kubernetes, the microservice run on Kubernetes, the treatment service, which kind of make a call to the platform service to persist events to Kafka. So I use the AWS MSK Kafka, and if you look at my Red Panda console here, you cannot see a topic and a couple of payloads and the messages. Then I have my Hudi config. So I have my Hudi config. If you look at my Hudi config on line 9, I tell Hudi to look at, online partition field. I tell Hudi to look at, on line 17 here, cure. So Hudi is going to look at the cure field of my incoming JSON from Kafka and kind of process it in real time into my data lake. I'm using AWS S3 as my data lake. You can see, I have a S3 bucket here created for Hudi. So I have a couple of messages that I've already processed, like cancer, cough, all of the treatment for some of these things, right? And so, but what's really, interesting is I have a Spark job, which kind of, run the Hudi streamer, a Spark job kind of run the Hudi streamer is running on AWS, EMR. So I have AWS EMR job, which is already running. So I have my EMR job running. So let me show you, the real world. So it's like let's go to an example is if I come out to my JSON payload here and I kind of add some data, so just have it like 443, and I want to have a treatment for maybe HIV or something. Let's say for HIV, and I send it, boom, you know. So my microservice is going to push this event to Kafka, and when I go to my Kafka, I go to my topics and I look at this topic. This is the new message I just sent. You can see that it's for cure for HIV. And when I go back to my S3 bucket, if you go to S3 bucket and I refresh, boom, you see here. So I mean, what really amazes me about Hudi is kind of the speed of the processing. You have all of this event coming from different microservices. You can have a kind of a transformer in your Hudi pipeline. You kind of process the data, and this gives you, more information in real time. You can make real time decisions in business real time. You can make real time business decisions on your data from different sources. In real time. It's really amazing to me. The speed of processing. Transformers can do with it. Different sources can actually process data from. You get them to the Kafka and make a lot of business decisions. You can train machine learning model with like kind of freshness in your data. So for my data, right, it's actually I have an Avro, kind of it really works well with Avro JSON, Avro, schema. So I kind of use the Confluent Cloud to manage my Avro for my microservice. I have the schema here, which is managed for who to process and all of that. But I mean, it's an amazing technology for me, and let me know what you think. Yeah, I mean.